Hello, beautiful ladies. Today we're gonna learn to be women with no shame. And what I mean by this is that we are gonna be proud to be feminine. We're gonna dare to be feminine and we're gonna be proud of it because God made women for a reason. Otherwise, He would have stopped at men. And He made us very different from men. And we're gonna be that woman that men need. A lot of times we stop being feminine because we don't want to be a burden to society. We don't want to be looking fragile or delicate, scared. We want to seem strong, and a lot of times life forces us to take on those masculine traits, and unfortunately we forget that we're women. I've done it myself, and I am becoming a feminine woman again, and I don't care what people are gonna say. I don't care if people call me lazy, vain, gold digger, all these labels that they can put on women that are feminine. Just don't care what people think. And so I'm gonna give you 5 things that we do that cause us to lose our feminine side. And let's not be ashamed of being feminine, because by nature we are weaker, physically weaker than the man. We have different values than men, and let's be proud of it, and let's do these things and not compete with men anymore. Let's not try to be like them, and don't compare ourselves to them, and stop competing with them and stop solving problems that men should be solving. So here are the 5 mistakes, but then I'll go more in detail. Mistake number 1, we take the initiative. Number 2, we don't know how to receive. And we stop taking care of our physical beauty, our appearance. We become the problem solvers for everybody. And we become strong and stoic because we don't want to be a burden, and because we think that we're going to get bonus points by doing the opposite of what a feminine woman would do. So here I'm going to elaborate more on those 5 mistakes that we do and what we can do instead. And that way we can become more lovable and cherished by men and society in general. And who cares what labels people want to put on you? Let's not care about that, and let's just be ourselves. All right? So number 1, there's a saying that my mom used to tell me, ¿A quién le dan pan que llore? Which means, who's going to be crying when they're offered a sweet bread? Nobody. That person is going to take it, especially if it's free, right? There's a lot of times women, we mess up by taking the initiative. It's okay to flirt. Yes, we flirt, and we do take the first step by smiling at a guy, flipping our hair. We just naturally flirt. And you could just leave it at that. Drop the handkerchief and leave it at that. Don't be flirting with the same guy all night. Don't be waiting for him 2 hours to see if he approaches you. You flirt once or twice and that's it. And if he's not getting up from the chair, let him stay there. Because I see a lot of women, they go and take the initiative, they go and flirt with the guy, and sometimes they even go walk up to the guy and start a conversation. Yeah, the guy is going to be nice and he's going to take you and he's going to accept you, because who's going to deny a sweet bread? But the problem with that is that you're going to have that little doubt in your head. It's like, if I hadn't approached him, would he have approached me? And so you don't want that little doubt in your head. Let him get off his butt and walk to you. And another one that we do is, let's see, we take the initiative. And then the other, number two, we don't know how to accept because we don't want to seem like gold diggers or interested women that, oh, we just want material things. No, we need to know how to accept things because statistically, and it's just known that men make a lot more money than us. They even have the capacity of having 2 jobs and they still have energy for other things. I don't know where they get this energy, but they have it. I know men that they're in their 50s and they have 2 full-time jobs, physical labor. But me, if I work 6 hours, I'm already tired physically. Men can walk miles and miles, and us women, it's like, I can do a max of 1 mile and then my feet start to hurt. So just naturally, men have a lot more endurance, okay? So we need to accept gifts from them because they, in their nature, they are providers. They're the ones that go hunt the food and then we prepare it. So don't be thinking that we have to provide the same as they do. No, they're the ones that pay for dinner. They're the ones that pay for the movie tickets. They pay the Uber. They pay for everything. And if you go out and take the initiative and you plan the date, you don't know what's within his budget. You don't know the level of his interest. An interested man will try to impress you. And by taking you to a nice place, making the plans, that way you go out with him again. But if you set the date based on what you don't want to be a burden, you don't want to seem like a gold digger, and then you end up going to some fast food place or just a walk on the beach, you're not giving him the opportunity to show his interest. You're messing it up by doing that. And say you let him do the whole planning and he ends up taking you for 1 scoop of ice cream and that's it. He's a cheap person, and it's best that you know sooner than later. Okay, so just let him take the initiative, and that way you know his level of interest towards you. And the third one is we stop being feminine because of their comments, because of what people say. Like they'll say, hey, when you meet up for a date and you're wearing your fancy dress, your gold earrings, and they're like, oh, why are you all dressed up? You just say, so because I'm a woman and women wear dresses. It's natural for women to wear dresses. And don't feel awkward, and if he feels awkward with you, then let him be. There will be a man that will appreciate your femininity. He will appreciate that you wear dresses and your high heels and the makeup, and that you fix your hair and that you smell good, like roses or whatever smell you enjoy. But never allow a man to tell you not to wear dresses, to be casual like him. If he goes and buys you sweatshirts because that's what he wears, he's with the wrong person. Always dress the way you dress, like a woman, and don't be matching him in the clothes. If you start looking like a tomboy for him, maybe that guy has issues. All right. So that's it. That's another mistake that I see a lot of women, that once they have a boyfriend or a husband, they just lose their feminine side and they become dingy and start looking like the husband. Please don't do that mistake. Keep your beauty. And the fourth one is we want to seem smart. We want to seem like we want to participate in the success of this guy, and we become the problem solvers. Don't do that, because then you just take the excitement out of the relationship. Like, suppose you invite him over to your house and you say, hey, I have a game at home, it's a puzzle, 1,000 pieces, and I want to share it with you. Okay, so that's the game, the relationship, all right? And we're gonna build it together. And then he shows up to your place, you're there, you show him the box. It seems like a really challenging puzzle, 1,000 pieces or more. And then you walk in more, and then the dining room table, he sees the puzzle that's already been assembled. And he's like, what? You just took the fun out of the game. You can't be problem solving everything for him or making everything easy for him, because that ruins the fun. It takes two to build a relationship. You can't just give him the trophy without having him play or compete. Let him be competitive. Let him win the prize, and let him build the puzzle. Okay, so don't be the problem solver, and instead just give him encouragement, motivation, give him your company. Don't give him gifts. That's another mistake women do. They don't know how to receive, and so say he takes you out to dinner, he spends $200 on the dinner. Accept it graciously, say thank you, I appreciate it, I enjoyed your company. Because your company itself, being with him for 2 hours at dinner, that's more than enough that you can give him good conversation, good company, and he is happy with that. And never feel obligated to allow him to put his hands all over you or say, oh yeah, let's put down the tip. No, if he's that kind of a man, you don't want him in your life. He should just be happy that you were there keeping him company. And the last one that I have is be okay with showing your expressions. We are more emotional. We are very capable of expressing ourselves, and we should do it without shame. If he does something that upsets us, then say it. Hey, I don't appreciate that. You better stop doing that, and that better be the last time you do that. And because if you don't do it because for fear of him getting upset or for fear of not having another date with that dude, no. You express yourself. If he takes you somewhere where you don't feel safe, you just say, hey, I don't like this place, let's get out of here. Or you just do it yourself. Get out of that situation, because as women, we are physically weaker than a man. And so for the same reason, our fear is higher. They may not sense any danger, but we have a more sensitive alarm system for danger. So don't stay in a situation that causes fear in us. It's just best to get out of there. We have that intuition for a reason. And if a guy says, oh, don't be so dramatic, you're exaggerating, if you feel fear, just get out of that situation as soon as possible. And don't be thinking that this guy is going to protect you, because if he's already telling you don't be dramatic, then he's not going to protect you. And so yeah, be proud of your intuition, of your womanly instinct, and use it. And if you want to cry, cry. If you want to say you're upset, whatever, just say it. And if he's not listening, then say it to yourself and just leave. So that's what a woman does. We are there to encourage a man. We could say, I believe in you. You can listen to him, keep him company, and that's pretty much all they need. And be beautiful for them, because men are very visual. So keep your feminine. Don't be like them. Don't compete with them. And do your own research on how we can embrace our feminine side. Thanks for listening, and remember to subscribe, please. That keeps me motivated to do more videos.